everyone, this is me from the future. I forgot to do an introduction, so I'm just going to do a quick introduction. My name's Marie. I'm British. I do live in Dallas. I've only just moved here. I've been here 4.5 months, and I moved from Las Vegas, and I was there for 27 years. So if you want to go look at some older videos, they are mainly in Las Vegas. I've got a few travel videos from around America if you want to check those out. But first, welcome to today's vlog. We've got some gardening, some shopping, some out and abouts. Alrighty, so I have started to take up some of the grass in this little patch here. This is probably about 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet. Buster's out here helping or getting in the way. No, don't get in the dirt. Come on. You just had a bath this morning, mate. Come on. Move. Move, move, move. There. So I'm going to open these up and see what's actually inside them. Yep, don't actually know. I think I'm going to leave these for a different day because I'm going to put in some trellis for them to grow up. So I'll put those to one side and let's just deal with these. Okay, first plant going in the ground. It doesn't drain very easily. It's very heavy clay. So we'll see how these plants do. So in a sea of green, we have a small pop of colour on the yonder. Well, I got to start somewhere, I guess. So the first 4 plants are in the ground. We'll see how these do. Just giving them a really good watering. And then I'll move down this way a little bit, and then we'll take it all the way down to the corner and around. It's going to take a few weeks and quite a bit of money. So far, so good. I'm in HomeGoods and I was looking at this. I thought this would be a cute bowl to put in our shower, so I could put like my bottles of shampoo and stuff in, but it's a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it. And then I also like this pot here. It's the perfect colours that I want to bring into my room, but again, it's a little bit more than I wanted to pay. They have lots of the blue and white. That's a nice pot. That's really nice, actually. And that one's cute too. Well, I've never seen a flower pot like this before. It's definitely unique. I love this plate set. Oh my gosh. Matching bowls. Okay, it's the next day and we've just come back from at home where I purchased a couple of metal climbing frames for the clematis, and as I was putting it into the ground or trying to trail it up the new the new metal frame, I broke a piece off by mistake. So it was probably about that height again, so I broke about half it off by mistake. So I just looked to see if I can propagate it, and I've taken 3 cuttings and put it in my little propagate vase just to see if it'll work. And then this one is a teeny tiny one over here, so hopefully those will grow up there and look cute. These white ones are really starting to flourish. Happy with those. Looking good. I do need to go in and pull up all this loose grass though. So these are the 3 little cuttings that I've taken. So I'll let you know if those take or not. But this is the little trellis that came with the clematis. So what I'm going to do is take these, put them in a pot, and then get those ones from Aldi's and see if they would take and climb up these. So that's the top of the one clematis. I'm not going to hold out too much hope. Let me pull this one out of the bag so you can see exactly what comes in the bag. So it's some roots, and then I'm going to say that's the top of it. I don't know. Well, I'm going to put it in and just see what happens, if anything at all. So I dig a little hole. But this pot needs to be moved into full sun, so I just got to remember to water it when I come home from work, because I don't think my husband will water it. There, I'll put some water in. And then put this in like so. I don't know if I'm doing this upside down or not. And then I'll put those two little trellises in, these two little things. Actually, I probably need to put my phone down. So I just came and checked on these plants. Buster came over here last night and was sniffing them, but he didn't mess with them. But the flowers, these two flowers came out. They weren't out yesterday, so they seem to be doing okay for a first night. And then I've moved this pot because it says full sun, so I've just drug it over here so I can remember to water it. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. There's a little bit of green down there, but this one, got no idea. Now, I've brought this table into the bedroom because that plant wasn't doing well. It was drooping, but now it's all lifted up because it's next to the sun, which faces east. So I've brought this table in by the window because I'm going to plant those seeds, and hopefully with the sun they'll grow. So I bought this big bag of garden soil for in-ground plants, so I'm hoping it's going to work for the seeds. We'll find out. So this is the blue bonnet and this is the seed. It says to plant it directly in the ground, but I'm not going to do that because, yeah, I'm just going to plant. They look like little rocks, don't they? Anyway, I'm going to plant them in this egg carton. Already, these are the verbena. These are tiny. I'll try and separate them. I put 3 in each little pocket. I put 3 seeds of the bluebells, but this one's going to be difficult, so we'll see how these go. So I've got this little bottle that I bought from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to give them a little spritz, not too much. I think that's probably enough, and then I'm going to go moving into the bedroom. So you see that plant there? I've just taken a cutting of that too. I feel like a mad scientist. So I'm just going to plop that in there and just see how that does as well. Got my little table set up. I've kept the seed packets here. Don't really know why, but I thought I probably should hold on to them. I think these are perennials. No, it says annual. Oh, they both say annual. Okay, well, that just answered that question. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. So whilst I was in HomeGoods, I bought this little salad topper. They look gorgeous. So it's edamame, cranberries, cashews, and sunflower seeds. So I'm excited to use that on a salad, but I also bought this because my husband really wasn't in the shopping mood, so he sat in the car and waited for me. So as a little gift to say thanks for waiting on me, I got him this. It's jelly beans. So you can have those. And then whilst I was in Target, they had all the Easter stuff on 50% off. And I've never seen Cadbury's cream eggs go on discount. They're always sold at full price, even after Easter. But a little 4-pack, which is normally $5, was $2.50. So I got one of those. But let me show you my star purchase from HomeGoods. I bought these 2 big pictures. I really like these. I probably could have made something like this myself, but they were $50. And to be quite honest, by the time you buy the canvas, the putty, the paint, and then the wood to make the frame, you couldn't have done that cheaper yourself. So I bought one of each. They're 2 different styles. I don't know if that's supposed to be chrysanthemum. I don't know. I don't know what that is either. Anywho, I thought they were fab. So they're really textured. And they're going to go in the hallway at some point. I don't know. My plan is, so here's the front door. So we have a little electric socket down there. So I'm going to put a piece of furniture here at some point with a lamp and a mirror. And then as you walk down the hall, I was thinking of putting these 2 pictures on that section there. Oops, that section there that I've painted. I haven't painted this yet. But there, I thought they would look good. But yeah, $50 each. So I'm really quite happy with that. They said they're 100% hand painted. This piece is carefully hand painted by our talented artists from our design studio. I hope you enjoyed this piece as much as we did curating it. Yeah, I bet that was fun actually doing that. I'm in Marshall's and I found these hair clips. I think they're so cute. $7.99. Well, that is a cute candle, if it is a candle. I have a feeling it is. Yes. It does smell like a tomato plant, but I actually don't like it. So it's gonna stay where it's at. This is a sweet little pot if you're into books and you like reading. That's a cute little pot. I'm in Ross and I find the most random of things. Let me show you what I found, which I think is really cute and I think would be really sweet on a teenager's dressing table. So it's this little sofa, but it pops open. It's a little jewelry case with a mirror. I just thought that was really sweet. There's sewn-in cushions, $12.99. And then they have a little chaise lounge. I don't like this one as much. It's cute though. This is a sweet bedspread. 3-piece quilt set, full queen, 1 quilt on 2 standard shams. $29.99. That's really pretty. I went to Ross yesterday and I got a couple of things I thought I'd share with you. So I've had these before, but not in this flavour. I usually get them, I think they're strawberry flavour because they're a light pink colour, and to be quite honest, I've not noticed whether they're cherry or strawberry, but I think they are strawberry flavoured. But I saw these, and these are cherry blossom matcha. So we're going to give these a taste test in just a minute. But these are perfect. They're like just the right size to have a treat, but not to overindulge. So I'll show you these in a second. I bought 2 tops whilst I was in Ross. This first one is a linen top. And one of my co-workers was wearing a top, like a boxy shaped top like this at work one day. It wasn't this colour, it was a taupey, or was it a sage green colour, and I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so cute. Worn with a pair of jeans, or even a skirt, it would look really cute, but this is it. I'm loving all the detail, all the like little cutouts and the cutaways in the arms, and then they've continued the pattern on the pocket and then up on the shoulder too. I really, really like this. I'm hoping it fits. I'll give it a try on later. I should really start trying stuff on in the store, shouldn't I? It might save time having to return stuff. But this was $15.99, originally $30. But it's a heavier linen, so it shouldn't screw up as easy as the H&M linen, because that is a cheap linen. But then I also bought this, and this is a brand called Oliver & Co. or Oliver Co. I paid $13.99 for this, and this originally was $30. I thought this was adorable. I love all the details on this. The lacy neck, the lacy arms. Again, the little cutouts along the bottom with a scallop edging, but it's like one of those swing tops. It's very wide. It has the pleats on either side here, the dark pleats, so it swings out quite wide. But I've seen, what is her name, Natalie Martin. I follow her on YouTube, and she wears a lot of tops like this from H&M and Uniqlo. I just love that style, and so when I saw that, I thought, right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to pair it with my new jeans with the turn-ups and see what they look like. But again, I really like this colour. I hope it suits me. I'm really not sure, to be honest. I have to watch back videos to see whether things suit me or not. I can't really get a full judgment from looking in a mirror sometimes. I have to see it back on camera, and then I'm like, oh no, I don't think so. Anyway, let's open these. These are always in the grocery store with, like, next to all the noodles. This was 8 packs. The box was $3.99, and there's 8 little packs. It's great for like a little lunchtime. Pop it in your lunchbox, take it to work. But how many is in a pack? Let's have a look. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 in a pack, and this is what they look like. So it's about the size of my hand, I would say. Yeah, and the matcha flavor is the green, and then the cherry blossom, I think, is the pink stick part, because that's got a faint color of pink. It's not my favorite. I prefer the strawberry one. Yeah, I prefer the strawberry one. I like this one. The strawberry one is really moreish. Actually, this is a good idea that I don't like it as much. The matcha flavour's coming through quite strong. The cherry flavour's very, very faint. Well, I'm gonna pop a packet of those in my lunch to take to work tomorrow. So I have just been putting up a couple more pictures that I showed you earlier. I think I showed 2. I didn't show you the other 2 that I bought. It's hot. The husband's just come home. I heard him pull up on the driveway. So he just come home from bowling. Let me show you these 2 that I know I have shown you. That's them up on the wall. You can see going down the hallway. And like I said before, I've only painted this side of the wall. I haven't painted this side of the wall yet. But then I bought these 2. I don't know if I showed you these 2. So that's the front door. So when you open up the front door, my plan is to maybe have a really thin table with a mirror above it. Gosh, that shows you no perspective whatsoever. It's just a blank wall. Let me show you here. Okay, so that's the front door. I plan to put a really thin, either ledge, shelf, thin table with a mirror above it on this side. On this side, I have those 2 green pictures. And then walking down a bit further, we have these 2. Now here, I plan to put another piece of furniture here, which will probably most likely be the piece of furniture that the TV's on. So I plan to frost the glass so you can't see in the glass, but I'm going to move that to the hallway and then have something in that place, and then the TV go on the wall. And then those are the pictures that I did the other day. But yeah, I know the husband's going to come in and he's going to say, you put all 4 pictures on one side, you didn't put any on this side. I have plans, I have a vision. Just stick with me. Well, I say, Marianne, I need a lolly in this humidity. Whew. I think this is the most... Oh, I just realised that fan's not on. Let me go put that fan on. That's why it's so blooming hot in here, probably. I'm not Wally. I should have put it on, shouldn't I? But this probably has to be the highest humidity so far. Oh, nope, that's not the... I need the other remote control, don't I? There we go. So let me see. I need the fan on. There we go. Put that on twice. And then I want it higher. There we go. And then I want the light off. Shazam. There we go. Off to work. 6:23. School bus taking the kids. I have to say, I do like the fact that the school bus picks the kids up from their doorstep and not from a bus shelter. Very misty, dark, but it's not cold out. Right, let me go do my 8 hours of work. Just got to work and I start at 7:30. Morning, it's Saturday now. I've just made myself a nice, very pale looking mattress, very weak. I didn't put that much, actually, look at that. All the powders at the bottom. I got a new whisker, so I don't think it works as strong as my old whisker. So I might have to replace it. But I'm trying this matcha this time with adding this collagen powder. Now I buy this from Costco. I bought this ages ago and I used it a couple of times, then I forgot all about it, but it is still good to use. So I've added it to my matcha and I'm gonna start using that on a daily basis. But anyway, after work yesterday, I came home and I was gonna video in the evening, but I came home to a workman in our house. My husband has installed, or had the workman install, a security system. So we now got cameras everywhere and codes to get in the house and all kinds of stuff. So nothing's happened, nothing scary has happened in our neighborhood. It's just something that he wanted to get done. So anyway, I'm gonna give this a go. I still don't know whether this cup is plastic or glass. It's actually quite strong matcha. It's very pale looking, but it's got quite a strong matcha taste to it today. Oh, you know what? It's because I got the straw and it's sucking it up from the bottom, isn't it? Yeah, look. What a wally. Anyway, I also add honey to my matcha to make it sweet. I don't like it unsweetened. Anyway, we're gonna go to an area of Dallas that we haven't explored before. My intention is to try and find a professional hair store that I can buy some professional Redken colour. And then my husband wants to look at a motorbike store, so we're gonna head there now. So it's the next day. We didn't end up going to the motorbike store. We ended up going to a bowling alley where my husband found a few leagues that he was able to join, so he's happy about that. He's got something to look forward to now. Get out and about, and now that I'm working, he's alone in the house a lot. Oh, I wondered what that was. My husband shutting the bathroom cupboard. So I did find the hair store. I got my colour, and we took care of the bowling stuff, and then we went to our friend's house, and my husband and my friend's husband sat and chatted whilst her and I went out and looked at some stores. She has a really good home sense in her town where she lives. I'm gonna go back and visit that store. It was the biggest one that I've ever been in. So yeah, that was a really nice surprise. Had a really good look around that store. Anywho, I want to say thank you for watching and thank you for hyping my videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I've got lots of videos. I think I'm getting up to almost 1,000 videos. A lot of them are short videos, but still 1,000 videos. Gosh, I didn't realize I did that many. I will see you on Sunday where myself, Tina and Maria are going to be out and about. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss. Thanks so much, and it's bye from me. Bye.